Hello, I'm Tracy Grimshaw. Welcome to A Current Affair. First tonight, a flashpoint of religious integration as two communities battle local councils to try to stop mosques being built in their suburbs. Lisa Goddard joins us live with the details. Lisa?
Well, Tracy, it's quiet here now, but that's because where they want to build this mosque is in an industrial estate. So let me show you why this is so contentious. If we walk just 40 metres this way, behind that fence that you can see are families who are right now cooking dinner, putting children to bed, having a very ordinary night. But what they're worried about is noise. Noise that will come from prayer, noise that will come from traffic, as well as congestion. But they're very, very strong on the point that this is not about racism. They say this is about their quality of life being impacted.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
It's a difficult one to approach without being branded a racist.
We say no. We say no. We say no.
Oh, they are definitely for a fight. I'm a Catholic. If it was a Catholic church, I'd be against it as well.
People are going to say you're being racist. It's a mosque. That's why you're against it.
No, it wouldn't.
It's a fight that has residents pitted against council and Muslims caught in the middle.
I worked for an international airline for many years and spent a lot of time in the Middle East. I thought I'd rather hear the kookaburras. I don't really want to hear people singing out of loudspeakers at 4 o'clock in the morning, purely and simply that.
In the back blocks of Currumbin on the Gold Coast, it's the locals who are making all the noise.
We say no. We say no.
They've just found out this empty warehouse on their doorstep in a light industrial estate is earmarked to be a mosque.
Somebody operating 7 days a week, 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. within a light industrial area so close to our homes.
Noise pollution from prayer, increased traffic and parking problems are the reasons they're citing, not racism.
Just to give you an update, we've had over 5,000 people.
It's a battle that saw police called in Victoria.
If we do not put a stop to it, that you would sleep well at night.
But for these mum and dad protesters, it's only just begun.
Not the place for this.
So, where should mosques be built? And if you don't want them in your backyard, are you a racist?
It seems like a really quiet neighbourhood.
It is a very quiet neighbourhood.
Stuart Ramsey lives a short walk from where the mosque would be built.
What's your biggest worry?
My biggest worry is the traffic and the noise.
For the mosque to go ahead, council has to approve a change of use for the site. It's currently zoned light industrial, which means workers like Daryl Mackay can't make noise until after 6:30 in the morning.
I can't operate my business in those hours. I have to operate by the council laws.
He's furious that valuable factory space could be lost to a church.
The churches don't pay tax, they don't pay rates, and kids need jobs.
They are quite upset because they feel they're going to be threatened.
Ramadan, the Islamic month of fasting, begins tomorrow, and the president of the Gold Coast Islamic Society was too busy to front our cameras, but A Current Affair was told
There's no noise in a mosque. They talk about calls of prayer at 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock, or 3 o'clock in the morning. You would not even hear the call of prayer outside the walls of the mosque.
Since the sign went up about 3 weeks ago, I must have spoken to probably 2,000-3,000 people about this, and not one person has been supportive of it.
Mark Owens fears he will see the small community he's called home for 30 years change if the mosque goes ahead.
We've seen other areas, where things have changed. I don't think it's changed for the better. They've had these mosques in their area.
Plans for the site are certainly grand. This concrete area here will be covered in car spaces, and on the other side of the building, residents say there'll be space for 2 buses at a time to pull up.
You're just bringing people from outside and going to upset the amenity. The material used for this property should not be changed at all.
While they're making sure they're being heard, Councillor Chris Robbins wouldn't talk to A Current Affair today, but has spoken previously on the issue. Her message is clear. The law says you cannot discriminate on race.
We can put conditions, so we could put a condition saying there will be no noise outside the building of above a certain decibel level.
Perhaps she's reluctant because she's seen what happened in Victoria.
Which steps have been taken to safeguard our community?
Last week, Bendigo Council approved a $3 million mosque, also on industrial land.
I want this mosque.
One local councillor breaking ranks and declaring she would not want to live next to a mosque.
All those in favour?
They're not giving up, and that should be a warning shot to the Gold Coast City Council as well.
A lot of people are passionate. They'll take this as far as we have to go.
The petitions were delivered to Gold Coast City Council today. It will now be up to a committee to decide if the